cattle producers might have for feeding after drought-destroyed pastures is cow leasing. We talked with Berger this week about the practice and its advantages.
Okay, a cow-calf share or cow leasing arrangement is a situation where the cow owner agrees to have someone else provide the majority of the care and feed for those cows in exchange for either a cash value or a situation where they share in the cow-calf arrangement where the calf crop is split according to what each party contributes. That's really what a cow share lease or cow-calf share arrangement is.
How popular is something like this, Aaron?
You know, this is an arrangement that's been around for a long time where we've had a cow owner who's looking for someone else to provide the labor and maybe a majority of the feed and also other expenses related to the production of the calf crop. And it's been around for quite a while. I think recently, especially with the drought, there are people who are looking to retain ownership of their cows and maybe considering sending those somewhere else where there's rain. And so they're looking for people in those places to take in those cows for a period of years until the drought breaks, and then they can bring them back to their operation. As we also look at the average age of farmers and ranchers in Nebraska and really across the nation, we see that increasing. So some of these older farmers and ranchers are looking for a way to maybe reduce their labor requirements, but still maintain their capital investment. And so that cow-calf share or cash lease arrangement with cows is a way that they can do that.
Is this something that's almost similar to the way you lease cropland as opposed to, splitting half the field or every other row, something like that? Is it kind of the same agreement?
Yeah, I think there's some similarities in terms of a share arrangement that you'd have on crop ground or a cash lease arrangement. You're really looking at what each party contributes and what's a fair value for that, and then compensating each party involved accordingly.
What are the advantages, the disadvantages of cash leasing, or if you take the other option and you work it through the cow-calf?
Okay, I'm going to speak to the owner's portion first. If you think about the owner's portion, the advantage of a cash lease, it's really similar to cash leasing ground. You have a set amount of income you're going to get. So if you have 100 cows and you lease those for $160 per cow, you're going to get $16,000 of income in 2013. And then in that case, the operator, the person who's caring for the cows, is taking all the price risk and production risk. Conversely, if just like in any other share arrangement, if you're in a share type arrangement in a cow-calf share, you're going to share in the production risk and also the price risk. And so there's the opportunity from the owner's standpoint to make more money potentially in that type of situation. But if production losses occur or if market prices drop, you also have the potential to make less money than you would if you took strictly a cash lease. From an operator standpoint, it really depends on what their values are. If they're trying to build a herd themselves and retain replacement heifers maybe from this group of cows, the operator may actually prefer a cash lease. It's obviously cleaner and more straightforward in terms of how you break out what the owner gets, and they know what that expense is going to be and they can just figure it. But there's also more risk then to the cow operator because they're assuming all the production risk and all of the price risk. And also they may need to go out and borrow the money then to pay the cash lease, where on a cow-calf share arrangement, that owner then would get a share of the calf crop each year.
Tell me about the cow-calf or the cow-Q later and how that can help you figure out some of the other details, maybe the vet cost, the transportation, something like that, where that all gets factored into.
Okay. The University of Nebraska-Lincoln Extension has a calculator spreadsheet that was developed by Roger Wilson and Matt Stockton. It's available at the West Central Research and Extension Center's website under their Ag Manager Toolbox, and it's an Excel spreadsheet that you can download. And what it does is, what I really like about it is both parties can go in and put in what they contribute towards the production of that cow-calf enterprise, towards the production of those calves. So based on what each party contributes, based on the owner's cow value, what they value those cows at, based on the cow value when she's removed from the herd, interest rates, feed costs, labor costs, vet expenses, cash costs related to equipment, operations, depreciation, death loss, all of those things are included. And then when you do that, you can see what each party contributes and then determine what would actually be a fair cash lease arrangement or a cow-calf share, maybe either a 70-30 split, 80-20, or 60-40, just depends on what each party contributes.
For more information on cow leasing, you can find an archived webinar on the beef.unl.edu website under the Beef Webinars heading.